who was pulled after 1 minute and 59 seconds of game action last week.
Today.
An impressive showing for Cascade, who will draw first blood in the face-off battle, but nearly a turnover as comes back. Highest scoring games for Denver on the year and an early turnover in the cold here at Chokov Field.
One of the big things we talked about before we went on the air, Christian, is the importance of the riding game.
Against Lehigh, that goes to work. But against a Denver Pioneers offense in the country. For the cross-check. As Cornell will just pass around the outside. There is C.J. Kirsten for Cornell, Kelleher, Firth, and Sheehan. So on this offensive possession, it's Kelleher that has drawn the pole. Stick Brody Davis with him. Up top for C.J. Kirst. Step down for Hugh Kelleher. Too much time and too much space for Hugh Kelleher.
Goal, two of them with his offhand that just missed the corner.
Barnett, the short stick. Here is Holmes. Back to Ryan Goldstein. It'll be interesting to see what a year of action. Waldman had his shot blocked on the way in along with the ground ball.
Ground balls to lead the attack.
And Goldstein has his defender hung up. And it's a Waldman had so many opportunities last week. It's good to see one go in for him.
Yeah, the coach had a great fall. He's been off to a great start. And last week against Lehigh, they gave him a lot of op before the game. He's one guy that we expect to see some results today. And sure enough, 6:10 into the first. When we have an opportunity, we'll try.
Goldstein again has his defender hung up. He got into the starting lineup last year, has thrived in this position. Instead, it will just go to C.J. Kirst. Klebon. And C.J. Kirst continues to score.
He beat his man, faked the goalie low, kind of dipped his shoulder before he shot.
And when we come back here to the game, I think we're going to see this might be going back into the net for the Pioneers when we come back here. It's going to need another at 16 saves on 21 shots on goal last week against Utah.
And again, right now,
C.J. Kirst all the way up top. There's Alex Holmes, one of the second midfield members. Waldman had the short stick matchup and taken out of his hand. The ball still on the ground. And C.J. Kirst, an underrated part of his game, picking up ground balls in Cornell, and it's a fresh 80 on their clock.
One of the big things for the Cornell attack, clearly getting the ball off the ground.
And you don't see this drawn to Jason Singer matchup. Sigornias back to Manning. Nothing inside just yet, and finally Denver's first goal of the afternoon.
Looked like he took something off that shot, and it's goal of the afternoon.
Second goal of the season. Much like last week, attackers from last year returning in C.J. Kirst, Mike Goldstein, who only played in 9 games, started in 8 of them, but with him coming in and now so dangerous for opposing teams to try and go against that three-headed monster at attack.
Right, and then when you flip down shooters in the country,
and Gil Martin.
William Firth will initiate the offense.
No failed clears yet in this game. It's 4th clear of the game so far. And this is going to torch the Casey Wilson on him. Gives it up to Goldstein, who was free for a second.
So Firth was unable to receive a pass.
And that was slide. Firth, how did he get that shot off? Boy!
We talked a little while ago about William Firth's box lacrosse skills. And ball in his stick while he's double-teamed. Got his hands free and beats Manning with...
Wilson on the initial coverage overly came on the slide. And those Canadian box lacrosse outdoor game. Cadden wants to run for goal again. Jack Cascadden!
Took it right to the cage. He just kept going. And for Jack, that's a huge goal after missing last year. This week he had an opportunity and he bounced the shot over the cage. This time he just beats the goalie and goals within 6 seconds.
The ball moves so fast for Cornell as it usually does.
Over the top, but there was no shot for the player that received the pass.
Kirst gets a screen.
He's got the shorts.
And it's Kelly who's caught out on defense. 10 seconds to shoot for Cornell, though. No shot. Will pick up goal number 2. 6-1 the lead for the Big Red.
6th assist of the day and 6th of the season. And for Kelleher, his 2nd goal of the game and 2nd goal of the season. Minute 6 remaining here in the first quarter.
The man-up specialist, Cadigan, will be the man-up attacker that comes on. Kelleher has a wide-open Goldstein who dumps it off for Firth. Oh, it's up. And Willem Firth's first goal makes it a 7-1 Cornell lead.
Great ball movement by Cornell, and the backside was wide open, and that's probably off the field. They didn't have their team captain. Firth was wide open on the backside.
5 of the back and midfield were starters last year. We're all in 2023. Dropped to the second midfield in 24, but now back on that first midfield line of Manning.
Another late hit, but there won't be a call. CJ shoulder, and then CJ Kurst got knocked to the turf, but looks like here's and Kleban coming back in, replacing Manning.
He made one save.
Yeah, I think that he felt that the defender was coming on him and should have pulled it out. But
Alex Holmes head full.
And Waldman again.
Dolan with the ball in his stick. First quarter, but his shot deflected on the way in.
Obviously, they've given me the shooter.
Another one of those freshman to sophomore year bumps, Ryan Waldman. Can't quite handle the ball.
And again, the problem Denver has had so far this year,
we're getting there, yeah.
They've had trouble clearing the ball, and Matt Dooley on the clear.
Yeah, or Matt scored a game winner.
Yep, with just a few seconds left in that game. One great Jack Tortolani of Denver, one of their attackmen. His father, Justin, was outstanding. He's one of their all-time leading goal scorers at Princeton, and he was one of the key guys when they turned that program.
Down, and Kleban saw that the whole way into his stick.
Just Denver's second save against 8 goals thus far in the game.
Are taking it to the number 12 team in the country.
Well, it's 8-1, and Mike Long does not have a point.
7 points for Long last week. 3 goals and 4 assists against Lehigh. Under 20 to go on the timer. Sheehan. 10 seconds now on the shot clock. Big Red need a shot on cage. Kurst will get it off and somehow got it underneath Malcolm Kleban. That is ready for C.J. Kurst.
His 9th goal of the season. C.J. just put his shoulder down.
That will take us to the benches for a timeout. C.J. Kurst, like you said, Howie leads 9-1. 4 seconds in the first half, a brilliant first half for Cornell score sheet. 15 seconds. Oh, the skip pass from Goldstein was a little for Cornell. Hugh Kelleher picks it up. Under 10 to go. C.J. Kurst found open on the butter money, and it is double-digit Cornell goals in the first half against a...
Connor Busick, Jordy Stevens, Cornell coaching staff, they put out there a man-up Canadian box player, great hands, great stick skills. C.J. Kurst saw he was open, up.
It was a great save from Kleban, and like we talked about in the first half, how much they...
Save of the game. And for Michael Long, that was just his first shot.
3-4 to goal, and Denver will strike first here in the second half. And no recovery there as he left Kelly.
Yeah, there was a little confusion, but get the defense to rotate. If they commit or overcommit, then there's an opportunity in the afternoon.
And that's exactly what you said. That was the Bones left alone for a second. Long forced away. It's Kurst and Goldstein behind GLE. Still plenty of time. You know, C.J. Kurst has no issue initiating from range. He'll get the slide, but this is dangerous times, and Kurst notices. They'll finally get the pull on, but again, there is Michael Long's first point of the game, and it comes off Ryan Goldstein's 4th assist today.
Being played at a slower pace offensively. Cornell used 49. Ryan Goldstein had the first against Kurst.
Atchison, the lone one of 2 goal scorers alongside Mick Kelly. Carlson, that's Joe Taraboletti, who gets the 3rd Denver goal of the day.
They're not allowing, I believe it was Walker Wallace, to get out on the shooter. It gave Denver the opportunity to score its 3rd goal of the afternoon. And we knew Denver would play a better second half. In minutes and 46 seconds, they have played a better second half.
And as well. Matt Brown in his second year, who was the offensive coach. His dad not able to play at Ted Grant Field. Dan Sheehan will take his Lemoyne team to play at the JMA Wireless. So that's a fun day of lacrosse up in central New York.
Mm-hmm. Great ride by Cornell. Denver.
Stats-wise, that's only the 2nd failed clear of the day for Denver.
His stats in the first half, there were only 5 attempted clears by Denver. So Cornell's got that second.
And you know they trust time these 2 teams played. Under 30 to shoot. Kelly.
Obviously, they didn't scout Nuss very well because they keep shooting low, and he's just...
Also had Luke Gilmartin. Gilmartin's still up there for support if needed. 2 goals last week against Lehigh, and he sets a pick here for Kurst. Often, and it's a step down from Hugh Kelleher, which just misses wide.
But again, Cornell using a lot of time on the shot.
Noah Manning draws the short stick matchup against Charlie Box. 5 goals. Murphy hasn't had a ton of touches on the ball either. Not a short stick matchup here.
And same thing, that shooter is wide open at the top. Cornell late to recover.
This time they go high on Wyatt Nust. And that's where Denver.
Well, not only that.
Alex Holmes injured on a non-contact. 3 seconds left. Skip pass from Goldstein, but Kirst couldn't quite release it. Andrew Dalton right on the doorstep, and Klebon, that probably went off his helmet, it looked like. And after the goalie switch to begin the game, Klebon coming back in as this Denver defense.
Yeah, I think that ball hit his helmet and then it hit the crossbar. Came down outside. Had these opportunities. They just haven't been able to convert them. You know, when we were talking.
Cornell has not failed a clear yet. Denver has failed 2. Is across the halfway line. A position he is also familiar with as Noah Manning goals. Even though he's playing close D now, no stranger to let one rip. Long back sting off. Staubel will take a shot just over the bar and stayed on for the shot.
You talked about it. He's very good with his stick. Substitution, the Denver player went off, leaving Staubel alone. He came back in.
Cornell in this half has been in no rush to initiate any offense.
Patient all day, but in the second half, unlike the first half where every opportunity where they had a great wide, they had a shot go over the cage, and then Cleveland has made a few nice saves here in the second half.
That's Kirst. Oh, and that streak, C.J. Kirst has 4 goals. 175 for C.J. Kirst.
And you know, waited, had the opportunity, dodged, beat the defenseman underneath, and beat the goal hard. You just have to be accurate. Right there, C.J. very accurate. He beat.
Will come out. It'll be interesting to see if Anthony Bartolotto is still.
Well, right now they have Andrew Dalton running with Hugh Kelleher. Michael Bozzi's still on the field as well, so it'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Kelleher couldn't quite get around, and eventually the ground ball was picked up by Firth. And Goldstein will pick up his first goal.
Ryan Goldstein, very similar to his father, Tim Goldstein, the Hall of Famer, former world. So quickly, Firth found him without an instant. The ball-handed goalie beat Cleveland over his left-hand shoulder. Perfectly placed in the top corner.
Sheehan again, and it's by him, but can't clear the ball. This is going to be a push, though. And the position.
So Denver has the ball and a successful clear.
To the Denver zone. Cornell has extended its lead back to 8. Fourth quarter. Yeah, the Cornell offense has done a great job as well. Sigornius against Bartolotto. Nice swim move, and that's a beautiful save. The pass, though, to get the clear is a little bit off target, but Michael Long does find it well.
Michael Long's second point of the day is first. This 8:14 remaining in the game. And that was clearly out of the substitution box. Long coming out of the box, picks up the ground ball. C.J. Kirst coming out of the box is all alone. That shot. Cornell 14-5.
Like 13 points.
And again, what's so impressive, now Mikey Long now has 2 points today. But Cornell 14.
7 points for Kirst, 5 points for Golds. His passing has been excellent, and it's another goal for C.J. Kirst, matching it.
And the Cornell offense is just so dangerous.
C.J. Kirst with 6 goals in back-to-back games, and Cornell with her. It is a gifting after Cornell lost to Denver 17-16 up in Colorado last year.
Had this game circled on their schedule.
It's got to give a lot of credit to this Cornell defense, which forces a
stick in the passing lane, deflected the pass. Now Cornell finds itself in transition.
Mike to him, but it's the Cornell ride that once again forces the ball away from Denver and keep it in for Ryan Goldstein, though, for a Ward.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Under 2 minutes to play here at Choctaw Field, and Cornell should wrap up in over Denver. And this should get a lot of people excited for what Cornell, as McKilly will miss wide with the shot.
Cornell today against this is a good Denver team. They will be
Georgetown for the Big East crown as this shot went off. It looked like a Cornell player and deflected. Will initiate from the end line as a Cornell win in the record books, and something very and they've been so impressed, the Cornell coaching staff, with number 53 in white.
Very active with this game. We talked about the man down last week at Cornell. They gave up 4 goals on 6 man downs, not allowing passes in the passing lane in the middle.
A rip for a shot, and this one will remain down in time, also about to expire in the game. Wowski will feed a second left, and Cornell is going to be happy on their bench as this one for the Cornell Big Red. It is 15-5 with a bit of extracurriculars to get. Whereas a little bit mad at the end of this game. You can see them right in the games. They'll play they'll play Hobart, and they will also play a very good Penn State team in non-conference play. Well, and Lauren Stravos, this is Christian de Guzman saying so long here from Shuttlecock Field. Your final number 12, Denver.